million views. I mean, it's crazy, the power of K-pop. We all know it. I've known it for like almost half a decade now. I suppose that's how long I've been into this stuff, since like 2016 around about. The industry is just going from strength to strength to strength. And in terms of notoriety, there are a few bigger than Blackpink. That's just a fact. Hey, NarendraTheComic here. Right now, we're just going to be reacting to a debut, kind of like a debut. It's like a secondary debut. Someone's coming out of the group and being like, hey, you there? I see you over there, and I want you to come near because this is gonna be something. I remember JENNIE's solos, they've been good. There was obviously Solo, her solo was called Solo. This one is called On The Ground, and it's Rosé coming out with one. So I'm expecting Jisoo to have one maybe in the next year, which would be really interesting. So I'm ready, I'm hyped. As I said, 50 million views in like a day, and it's a bit nutty. But let's get to this one. Let's go. Alright, it's an asteroid. Is it a comet? What is it? Or is that her coming to the ground? Because she's obviously from heaven, right? Might be, maybe.
My life's been magic, seems fantastic. I used to have a hole in the wall with a mattress. Funny when you want it, suddenly you have it. You find out that your goal's just plastic. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get
very different vibe to what I thought.
Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground.
The beat is
on the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. No, but they don't hear me though. Yeah, what goes up must come down. No, but they don't hear me though. You're running out of time. My world's been hectic, seems electric, but I've been waking up with your voice in my head, and I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground.
ah.
On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. No, but they don't hear me though. Yeah, what goes up must come down. No, but they don't hear me though. You're running out of time. I'm way up in the clouds, and they say I'm made it now, but I figured it out. Everything I need is on the ground. Just drove by your house, so far from you now, but I figured it out. Everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. No, but they don't hear me though. On the ground. No, but they don't hear me though. Everything I need is on the ground.
Post-credit scene, yeah? That's how it goes nowadays. Huh. That was a weird one, you know? I mean, the video itself was... It didn't really fit the song, I don't feel. But the song itself was really, really good. It was very familiar. It felt like something I'd heard before, but original at the same time. I'll go with the MV to start with, and I do feel it was kind of very similar to JENNIE's solo track from back in the day. Like, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, it had very similar vibes. Everything was kind of symmetrical in some ways. Like, she had the limo, whereas JENNIE had the car. And it was not really very creatively interesting from the video point of view. But that's just one aspect of this, because I do think the song was really, really good. And I think it's something which might be overlooked just because, you know, nowadays people are like, oh, K-pop's so big, Blackpink's such a big group that you don't really listen to the music. But I really like the song, and I think the reason why is it kind of felt, I was trying to gauge where it was. It felt like a mix between a JENNIE track, a Rosé track, which this was, and a Selena Gomez track from like 4 years ago. It felt like a mix and a blend of those things, and that's a good thing because I think I like all those things. But the beat and the vibe was super early 2000s, maybe late 90s, but early 2000s. And I think it's a very, very tough scenario the music industry is in here, because this type of stuff is becoming more and more popular because people like me remember listening to it as like a, 5-year-old or older or younger, depending on how old you are. And because of that, you're in a place where, even 5 years ago, say when Guardians of the Galaxy came out in 2014, 2015, 70s music just had a wave. It basically saved the vinyl industry. Guardians of the Galaxy, people will not attribute it to this. They saved the vinyl industry for sure. James Gunn and that film saved vinyls in the world because people were just like, this is super cool stuff. It's retro, but it kind of feels like the old school, but kind of new school. And I think that we've just shifted through the decades so quickly over the past 6-7 years that you don't really know where it's going to go next. What happens when music catches up with where it is now? There's going to be no real originality to it, even though it kind of feels original and familiar at the same time now. The video itself was just, it left me wanting something, but because the song was the way it was, I kind of I'll be listening to this song. I will be. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then I don't know what's going to happen to you, alright? Rosé gonna come after you. You don't want that, no, you really don't. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic. You have been Graham. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. You've been doing it every day for over 1,000 days, and we ain't stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content, because we're hashtag never not here, just how it goes. Also bring the bakwas. Bakwas means nonsense in Punjabi, and we bring that, we bring a lot, we bring a little, we do a lot, we do a little, but we do indeed bring the bakwas every single day. So see you tomorrow. More of the same, but slightly different, but essentially the very same. Once more. See you then. Skadoosh.